Hello everybody, this is my video tutorial to describe what we find in Site Administration General. I took my time to navigate these categories for a while, and it was very useful to see some of the videos you shared. So I started working on the category that I found more difficult for me as regards competencies. I looked at the competency frameworks. I found that I think it was Caroline, the one who imported this one or added this competency framework, and I figured out how to create my own one that I will use for the course I will create. It's called Beginners. It took me some time to decide what to include here. I asked ChatGPT to help me a bit. I first tried to get this to be turned into a SCV file or format or code, but then I realized I could write here the description of this competency framework. I created one for beginners. I stated some ideas a student at this level can communicate at a slow pace, so I paid attention to fluency. I also paid attention to comprehension, cultural awareness, critical thinking, and self-assessment. But I also included some descriptors for listening, speaking, reading, writing, vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation for this framework. I got into understanding what this is about. Of course, I adhere to most of the can-do statements for the Common European Framework for language learning, but I decided to experiment a bit more on my own for this course I'm planning to have. Okay, as regards migrating frameworks, when I get to create my own course, I can use this to migrate from here to a course. I can limit this to a certain course. So that would be interesting to see when we get to the course tab in, I guess it's in week 2 or 3. Okay, then in competencies, I also realized that I can export the competency framework and I can export it. For example, this one or the Common European Framework or any other framework that is added here. Then going back here to competencies, I still need to have a look at this learning plan templates. I saw that Caroline started with this, but I need to have a look at this in detail. If we click on add new learning plan template, we can give it a name, a description, make it visible or not. I guess I could create a learning plan for the different modules in my future course. But this is something I still need to study in detail. Okay, going back to general, I see badges and I I read Nelly's comments to some of the videos participants already uploaded, and I tried to add a new badge. I created a badge in Canva, and for this site, for blended online learning. So I'm going to give this a name. This is for new participants on blended online learning. Version, I'm not going to put anything here because I don't want any version to be displayed. It's English, and the description could be this badge is for new participants. Is for new participants on this site. And I choose a file. I saved the badge I created as PNG file. I chose public domain, so Nelly, feel free if you like it. And then I didn't want to include anything here because I might just erase it. But let me see. Okay, once I create the badge, it says that criteria for this badge have not been set up yet. So I didn't know what to choose here. If manual issue by role, or profile completion, or I don't know. I would like to know which you think, Nelly, might be the best criteria. So far, I would choose the first one, manual issue by role. And I would choose manager, because here it says allows a badge to be awarded manually by users who have a particular role. So if we are all managers, we can allow ourselves to be awarded this badge. Okay, and this criterion is completed when any of the selected roles awards the badge. Okay, I'm not going to add a description, but I could. It could be like, feel free to award yourself this badge. Okay? Something funny like that. Let's write it. Feel free to award yourself this badge. And let's see if someone awards himself or herself this badge. Okay, and now that I save it, it says this badge is currently not available to users. Enable access if you want users to enter this badge. I would like Nelly to tell me if it's okay to enable it or not. So far, I don't want to enable it until you, Nelly, give me permission to do so. As regards H5P, it was really interesting to see Elizabeth's video, because I also got the same idea. Here, as it is the site administration, the general site administration, we get to see that the content types, the H5P content types, can be used all throughout the site in different courses if we upload the content types here, or we enable the schedule task download available H5P content types from h5p.org. And I realized that there are lots of installed H5P content types. Some of them are twice, even 3 times. So I guess this is the version as it is here. And I believe Nelly did not hide or disable versions, or deleted any. I guess it's because the site is, the Moodle is updated to the latest version, and maybe an H5P content type version is not working properly in the latest Moodle. So if this is not working, this might be working, or the other way. So I think leaving all visible and I mean not disabled and there can help if there's any issue with the version. As regards, let me go back to general. As regards certificates, I didn't have time to create any certificate, but this certificate demo template looks very interesting. It includes a background image. It includes the expression, the phrase this certificate is awarded to, the username. So we go from very general to more detailed information for completing the course, then the course full name, awarded on and the date, issued date, the QR code, the signature, the name of the person signing, the position, and a logo. We can add elements, get rid of elements, edit elements. We can edit the logo, we can edit the school director, etc. Yes, so I find this very, very interesting. If we go back to certificates, there's also this entry, verify certificates. I wonder what this is about. There seems to be a kind of special code for verification, but I'm going to try to get some information about this. Okay, what else? The language. This is the language customization for the whole site. If we click on this subcategory, we can choose the language we want to be customized for the whole site. I see that there are so many I've never heard of. Okay, then we have appearance. In appearance, we have these two subcategories, default profile page. I can edit my profile, so I don't know what else we can do here besides editing the profile that we have done in the orientation module. Then the other thing here is manage tags. To be honest, I have no idea what this is about. Here there's a short explanation. Tag collections are sets of tags for different areas. A collection of standard tags for tag courses with user interest. Okay, then very important, the site home, where we have all the script name and site home summary. Blended Online Learning, that's the home, the full site name. This is the short name for the site. A summary, short description of what this site is about. Then in this summary, the list of courses can be displayed in the front page, and in the front page login we can also see the courses. So both things are seen in the front page and front page logged in. Then, well, there are maximum category depths. I don't know what this is about, but the default says 2. Then, well, maximum number of courses. That's in the front page course limit. Add custom content. It says that it displays a section at the top of the page where you can add custom content. If we go to the home page, we have this content, custom content for the whole page. Then the number of announcements, the maximum, the default is 3 for news items. Comments displayed per page, and default site home role. The default is authenticated user on site home. That's on the front page. But here the default is guest. But we could choose student or authenticated user. Let's leave it as it is, guest here. I'm not going to save any changes because I don't want to make any changes here. And well, in the home page, we see a description, some content that refers to the whole site, and then available courses. Some are open, some might be locked, and I guess that's it. So site administration, general. We talked about competencies, badges, H5P, certificates, language, appearance, and site home. Okay, sorry if it's too long, but I guess I went through all the categories and subcategories of this general tab in site administration.